Hi, my name is Melvin Hodges, and I'm a marketing director with our firm. I'm going to be sharing some information with you this evening, and it's my hope that I'm able to add some value to you as it relates to being able to take control of your future. Now, the name of our company is Global Financial Impact, and our slogan is inspiring families to dream again. Because think about it, how many people start off having big dreams and aspirations, but ultimately end up somehow helping someone else to build their dream instead? You see, somewhere along the process, they stop dreaming. And so, as I go over this information with you this evening, I want you to ask yourself, are you being paid what you're worth? Are you where you thought you would be at this point in life? And if you were able to dream big, I mean, big as you possibly could, what would the future look like for you and your family? Do you have control over your freedom and your time? You see, we want to inspire people to be able to take action on their finances. And the way we do this is by teaching a financial education and helping to provide them with a roadmap to success. See, we understand that the middle class is disappearing. And so we wouldn't want anyone, especially you and your family, to be left behind. So our mission is to become the #1 inspirational marketing financial company. So we got a really big vision. We want to make sure that we empower 100 million families to be able to achieve financial independence. We want to help more people to become millionaires than any other company. And we're on track to be successful with that. Becoming the largest financial leadership movement in the industry. Now, that's our vision. And so we want to be able to help people with the products and strategies that we have. We want to be able to implement the proper steps to help them change the trajectory of their family's future. So with that, we have some core values: strength of character. That's a really big deal. Respect, transparency, and leadership by example. So we're not going to ask someone to do something that we're not doing ourselves. We're not going to ask someone to believe in something that we don't believe in. And so integrity means a lot to us. And we want to make sure that not only do we exhibit integrity, but also that we're working with people that have them same core values. So let's talk about our credibility. We're in partnership with a company called Ethos. Ethos is a technology platform backed by some of the largest venture capitalist firms in the world, like Sequoia Capital and SoftBank, together estimated over 185 billion combined. Our founders have over 80 plus years of experience. And we're also in partnership with 25 plus Fortune 500 financial and insurance companies with experience dating all the way back to 1848. And when it comes to the leading the industry and client retention, we're doing that. Not only that, we're licensed in all 50 states, including Puerto Rico and Canada, but we're also licensed to be able to help people in other countries. Imagine that. Imagine being able to help someone in a whole different country to be able to be financially secure. Or what about to be able to become inspiring entrepreneurs and be successful in the financial services industry? We're able to do that because strength is in selection. And so you see these companies you see on the screen, many of these you may be familiar with. But doesn't it make a whole lot of sense to be able to have more than just one tool to be able to help a family with? By us being able to have access to all of these different companies, what that means is we work for you, the client. So we don't make any of our own products. We're distributors of financial services. We're distributors of entrepreneurship. And so being able to help a client, take them from A to B and sit down and help them with something that can help them and their family is a really big deal. And these are just some of the companies that we have at our disposal. Now let's talk about the 3 rules of money. The first one is called the Rule of 72. In fact, Albert Einstein actually called this the eighth wonder of the world. One of the statements he said is, he who does not understand compound interest will be paying it for the rest of his life. So how does the Rule of 72 work? Well, if you take the interest rate and divide it into the number 72, you come up with the answer of how long it would take your money to double. So you have bank institutions who are actually giving out 1%. Well, take 1% and divide it into 72, and it tells you and I that it would take your money 72 years to double. Well, what if you were getting a 4% interest rate? There are some institutions that are giving out 4%. Well, even at 4%, it's taking your money 18 years to double. So it makes sense to get higher interest rates. Let's say 12%. Then take that 12% and divide it into 72, and it tells you now your money is doubling every 6 years. So if you were age 29 with a $10,000 principal, and your money is doubling every 6 years, by the time you're 65 years of age, you have $640,000 off of that $10,000 principal, all because of what we call compound interest, which means your money collects interest and your interest collects interest. Next, let's talk about how money grows, because that was the accumulation phase. But let's talk about how money grows. You can grow money in a fixed account. And if you look at this line here, this is your money here. It's in a fixed account. And what you would notice is you're not losing anything, but guess what else you're not doing? You're not experiencing any growth. Now, in the variable account, this is going to be anything attached to the market, the stock market. Well, you have the ability to experience growth, but anything that goes up, it has to come down eventually when it's in the market. So although you're experiencing gains, you're also experiencing those losses as well. And think of this as your retirement. You see, this looks like a roller coaster here. That's what the market can do to your retirement money, make your stomach sick. But what if there was something called the index? What if you knew about the index and you had your retirement placed in the index strategy? Well, what that means is you're able to experience growth with no losses. So you see this lock right here? When you experience growth, just like a stair step, it locks in all of your gains and you don't have to worry about losing anything. That's called the protection phase. The next concept I want to talk about is how your money gets taxed. And it's important to know that because no one wants to pay Uncle Sam any more than he should be paid. So in the Tax Now account, actually what that means is when you experience any growth or gains, you have to pay Uncle Sam that year. What Tax Later means is you're actually deferring your taxes to a later time in life. And then when you go to get distributions, now you have to pay the taxes on it. The problem with that is most people are deferring their taxes until they get to retirement age. And now their 401k just turned into a 201k because the taxes could have hit about 50%. What about the tax advantage? What that means is you're putting in money that's already been taxed. So by law, they can't tax you on it twice. And what that does is allow for this money to grow tax-free for you. So when you go to get distributions, when you really need it during retirement, you don't have to worry about being taxed on it a second time. Also, this money isn't locked up to age 59 and a half. If you needed access to it, you can have access to it. It makes a really big deal, right? So I tell everybody, there's 3 things you want to have protected. You want to have your money protected, you want to have your life protected, and you want to have your health protected. Okay, now let's talk about our client service menu. Now we have so many different things to be able to help our clients with. Now we want to make sure that we provide value and make an impact. So which one of these stick out as areas of importance for you? Maybe you want to take advantage of the tax advantage wealth accumulation strategies that we have to offer. Maybe you're thinking about putting something together for your retirement and you want something that could protect your assets. Or maybe you're thinking about infinite banking and how you could become your own family bank. Well, all of these services we're able to to offer to our clients, from life insurance to business owner strategies, final expense strategies. These are just a tip of them that we have to offer. Now, let's talk about the industry that we're in. We're in the largest industry there is to be in, the financial services industry. And so if you were to walk into the room with 100 people, maybe 10 of them are looking to buy a house, but all of them need what we have to offer, financial services. $109 trillion a year industry. Then you have the real estate industry, 33 trillion, and then you have retail at 26 trillion. But as you can see by this grid, they're nowhere in comparison when it comes to the financial services industry. Now, the current way of doing things is not working. 182,000 is what the average retirement account balance is for people ages 60 to 69 years of age. The problem with that is that money hasn't been taxed yet. So when they tax that money, cut that in half. We understand that 40% of divorces are due to financial problems, and 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Wouldn't you agree that these are some staggering statistics? 60% of Americans will get diagnosed with an illness, one of the leading causes being attributed to financial stress. So timing is everything. 1946, something happened. The baby boomer generation. And when that happened, so many babies were born from 1946 to 1964. And if you had a chance to be in any of these industries you see on the screen, 9 times out of 10, you became very wealthy, whether it was on the ownership side or the investment side, because you had all of these millions of babies, 78 million to be able to service. So again, baby food, Hasbro, Mattel, Tonka, fast food, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, fast cars, Ford, Mustang, all of these industries, they started booming. You know what's the #1 industry today? Retirement. The baby boomer generation are retiring to the tune of 10,000 a day. And right now, the largest wealth transfer in history is actually taking place. So that means $68 trillion is going to be changing hands. And it's changing hands right now. Wouldn't you like to be in the right place at the right time? So here, our hybrid business model. We have a hybrid business model. Just look at what that means. The financial services industry, the largest industry there is, mixed with technology and a franchise type model like McDonald's or Starbucks, and broker and agents, whatever side you want it to be on, similar to the real estate and mortgage industry. That's what our hybrid business model offers for clients or business owners as well. Now, let's talk about how we get paid. We get 6 ways. We have 6 ways to being paid: personal income, agency income, expansion income. There's also stock options and equity options. And so this is a really big deal. Now, our compensation is top notch. Just think, on a personal scale, on our associate level, 45% contract. Let's say someone has someone to be able to put away $500 a month, a $500 premium, times that by 12, you get $6,000. That's the commission payout. Where at a 45% contract as an associate, you get $2,700 of that $6,000. At a senior associate level, that's a 50% contract, you get $3,000 of that $6,000. But what about a marketing director? 60%. You get $3,600 of that. And of course, if you reach executive marketing director level, you get 85%. That's $5,100 of that $6,000. Now, we want to inspire people to be able to help one household to be able to put away $500 per month. If you were able to do that, you're looking at $5,100 per week. That's $22,600 and $265,000 a year. Now, we also want to be able to encourage people to build a team of 6 agents who help one household per week to be able to save $500 per month. That's $14,000 per week, $748,000 a year. And in total income, let's say if you were putting away $84,000 per month, that's $1 million per year. Our business, our agency model, our company helps you to be able to achieve that. And there's generational income as well. Now, the average cost to open an insurance financial franchise is about $100,000 to $250,000. That's traditional. You know how much it costs to get started here with GFI? $199. And you see, there's some state licensing that's included in that. And we want to make sure that you get a background check completed as well. Because we want to make sure that you're the right fit for us, just like you want to make sure that we're the right fit for you. But all of that is included in $199. So what makes GFI special? Well, we're elevating lives and futures. You have the ownership component here. Not only that, our builders compensation contracts is top of the line. Not only do we deal with A+ rated products and providers, but we get to have this close association with the winning culture that has a proven system and leadership by example. So that means everything. So where do you see yourself starting off? As a client? Maybe you want to receive a free financial review for securing your family's future. Maybe you may say, you know what, I could start off as a referral agent, being able to earn income by just referring clients over. Maybe you want to take part in our revenue sharing program. Of course, you would actually have to obtain the license, but as you refer clients over, then you actually receive some revenue from that. Or you could come in and say, you know what, I want to be part-time, full-time, or I want to take this thing to the next level and become agency owner. So we can help you build your business here. So what? Are you ready to become part of GFI? With all of those great benefits, just click the QR code, scan it, and go ahead and sign up. Now, for more information, be sure to visit our website at www.globalfinancialimpact.com. And listen, I spent some time with you guys here tonight. It's my hope and belief that one of you will do something with the information that is shared with you. All right, I look forward to meeting with you. Bye for now.